Hello. Good day, everyone. This is Tevs. Welcome back to this channel. This next repair is a 55-inch Coby Smart TV, model STV5578. It's turning on, but multiple colored lines appear on the screen. I will show you how to fix it. If you are interested in electronics and want to learn how to repair TVs and other electronic gadgets, you came to the right channel. So be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a video like this. So let's get started. A multicolored line, or any defect on an LCD panel, is mostly a problem with the CKV lines. To find which side of the panel has a defect in the CKV lines is by disconnecting the flat wire connecting each side of the panel. But the connecting design of the top board connecting to the TCON is different. You can't disconnect the individual sides of the panel. You can only disconnect this side. So let's try to disconnect this side and somehow determine whether this side is the defective CKV line or not. If the image appears normally on half of the screen, mean it is the defective CKV line of the panel. But the multiple colors still remain on the screen, which means it's not the defective CKV line of the panel. Reconnect the flat wire and disconnect the other side. But we can't disconnect it. We can only disconnect it using a cutting method with a blade. But let's first measure the TCON VGH voltage before cutting the CKV line on the left side of the panel. I'm plugging in the TV now and turning it on. The VGH has no voltage. VGL has 11.9 volts. Let's unplug the TV and disconnect this flat wire connecting both sides of the panel. If the VGH turns on with the voltage, it means the left side of the panel has a problem with the CKV lines. Although the panel is completely disconnected from the TCON, the VGH still shows no voltage. Looks like the TCON is the problem. Let's set the multimeter to continuity mode and test any shorted rail line. Long beeps mean a shorted line. Mostly all capacitors are connected to rail lines, like the VGH, VGL, AVDD, VCC, 3.3 volts, etc.
No shorts found, except this small MOSFET.
The path from drain to source is shorted, and also to the gate.
The drain of the MOSFET is connected to AVDD. AVDD is about 16 volts. Let's remove the MOSFET and trace what the channel is. The MOSFET is shorted, so we can't determine what type of channel it is.
And the part number is not readable. But that is not a problem. We can determine what channel of a MOSFET by measuring the positive input voltage, the drain or the source of the MOSFET. Let's turn on the TV and measure the input voltage. The source is the positive input, and the drain is the negative. So the MOSFET is a P-channel. The best place to find a P-channel MOSFET is the VCC 12-volt switch supply of a panel. This is a board of an LCD TV, and this is the P-channel MOSFET that controls the on-off of the TV panel. It's small, but it can handle about a 3 ampere load, and it's ideal to use as a substitute for the damaged MOSFET. Let's test the connection to see if it is the P-channel MOSFET. The drain is connected to the VCC 12 volts of the panel, and the source is the 12-volt input, confirming that it is the P-channel switch of the panel. So let's remove it and solder it to the TCON. This MOSFET is used as a boost converter. The 12-volt input boosts to about 16 volts, and it is the AVDD. AVDD supplies the COFF of the panel, and also the VGH. We have no VGH because the AVDD voltage is not normal due to the shorted MOSFET. The MOSFET is soldered in place. Let's measure the AVDD now. The AVDD measures 15.7 volts, and we have a VGH voltage of 29.9 volts now. Seems the TCON is working now. Let's unplug the TV and reconnect the flat wire going to the panel and see if the image appears normally.
The image appears, and it seems working now.
A few moments later.
The TV is now working great. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this video. You can support this channel by liking and subscribing. Click the notification bell to stay updated. Once again, this is Tevz. See you again next time. Bye for now.